frame rate is down to like 16, 12. Oh yeah. Fuck yeah. That was badass. What is going on, guys? Dr. LOIN back in Rust, return to the Rust raids. Except today I've got something a little bit different for you. It's not actually Rust raids. It's an update video about the brand new M249 machine gun, which looks beast as fuck and is actually really fun to use. So I've recently been given admin powers on a brand new Rust server called Soviet 10 Times that my friend Captain Pantan right here is co-hosting. And I figured I would give a huge shout out and thank you to him and the server, and hopefully promote it, get some more players on there because it is a brand new server and is underpopulated. In fact, zero population at this current point in time. So definitely check out the link in the description to the server. As I said before, it's Soviet 10 Times, so it is a modded server, which is okay because not everything has to be vanilla all the time. Anyways, I figured I would go ahead and just talk a little bit about the M249 and its characteristics. I've gone ahead and set up a firing range here with targets at different meters. That's what the numbers mean, is how many meters away those are from me. Unfortunately, you can't see the stuff towards the back there. It's not rendering in properly, but we're gonna have Captain Pantan stand down there at one point and we're gonna shoot at him. And I'm just gonna show you how the gun operates, what kind of damage it does, stuff like that. And at the end, we're gonna test it against a helicopter. So anyways, I hope you enjoy this. Definitely leave a comment and let me know if you think I should do future update videos like this. I'm definitely not going to cover everything in the dev vlogs because there's a lot of stuff in every update. And I was figuring it would be probably a better practice just for me to cover things like this that I'm personally excited about and really eager to learn more about. Anyways, yeah, thanks a lot. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe if you haven't, check me out in other videos, other playlists, other games. Definitely check out Captain Pantan's Rust server, and yeah, peace. Okay, so as you can see, I've got 3 M249s in my inventory here, and by default, when you spawn one as an admin, it has 15 bullets in it, so I'm assuming that any time that you will find one from a helicopter kill, it will also have 15 bullets. And then maybe in the future, if you're able to craft them, when you craft them, they'll have 15 bullets, which is actually pretty nice because if you're taking careful aim with a hollow sight on this gun, you should be able to cap people in the head pretty easily, just with the single shot fire. I mean, you can see that it's not the most accurate weapon, but it is pretty darn good at 35 meters range. In terms of using the hollow sight and stuff like that. You see my spread is not too bad on the bullets there, so it's actually pretty accurate. You're definitely much better off with a bolt at much longer ranges, like 170 meters plus, but we'll get to that in a minute. So I was also curious about putting a silencer on this thing, so I'm gonna go ahead and test that real quick and see if it even works. Wow, you actually can. That's surprising to me. I thought that you couldn't because it's such a big weapon. But it looks like the silencer does not decrease the accuracy too bad. I'm sure it decreases the range pretty good. But we'll get to that in a minute as well. Alright, so now we're going to test damage. I am completely naked, standing here, vulnerable, and Captain Pantan's going to shoot me. We're not going to do damage different ranges because we just tested that and it's really like a marginal difference. Pretty much every time you double the range, it does about 5 damage less and about 5% bleeding less than it did before, give or take. So we're just going to show you some of the damage with different ammo and stuff and different gear on right now. So go ahead and shoot me. Let's do like a chest shot. Okay, so you can see that chest shot right there took me down to 60% bleeding and 40% health. So I am probably going to die if I do not heal up quickly. So it's definitely a devastating gun. That is a lot of damage for a one hit like that. So it's definitely more powerful than the AK, I'm pretty sure. It should be, given the fact that it's a machine gun like that, high caliber machine gun. So yeah, I'm still 50% bleeding and I'm 20 health, so I'm definitely going to die from that one shot being naked. So I'm going to turn on God real quick, just to heal up, and then turn God off. Alright, so...
This time we'll do suppressor.
Yeah, hit me with a suppressor now, see if it makes any difference on the damage. It does. At this point, I got taken down to 42% bleeding and about 58 health, something like that. So, it's definitely significantly less damage with a suppressor.
This will be high velocity.
Alright, high velocity ammo against a naked with the M249. That took me down to 47% health and 51% bleeding. Or 52% bleeding, something like that. So, once again, pretty damn devastating. Definitely going to die from that one shot because I'm naked, and if I didn't heal myself, I'd definitely die. Alright, now explosive. That took me down to 48 health and 51% bleeding, so it's... looks like it's just about the same as regular ammo, although I'm dying from bleeding a lot more quickly, it looks like. My health is draining much more quickly, so I'll definitely die from that one shot once again. Alright, should I put on clothing now?
Yeah, sure.
Like full armor?
It is one-shot headshot, isn't it?
I'm not sure. Let's test full armor and headshot with regular ammo.
Okay, this is very good.
So that took me down to 64 health and 35% bleeding that time. And I'm not losing health from the bleeding as quickly as I was before, for sure. But it looks like I will still come pretty damn close to death. Actually, no, it's not bleeding nearly as bad. So I won't die from that shot fully armored, which is good. In fact, that's probably how it should be. Dying from one shot fully armored in any situation is pretty stupid. Yeah, do suppressor now. Fully armored suppressor, looks like you hit me in the chest. 32% bleeding, 65 health. Alright, high velocity against full armor with the M249. That took me down to 40% bleeding and 59 health, and I'm losing health a lot faster from the bleeding than otherwise. So the HV looks like it's good armor piercing, especially with this gun. I don't think I'm going to die from that one shot, though. I'm going to be more like maybe 30 health or something when I stop bleeding. Alright, yeah, let's do explosive. That really hardly did anything, actually. 82 health and 17% bleeding. So, looks like explosive against fully armored with the M249 is not the way to go. If you've got a suppressor on it and stuff. So, that's good to know. Now, I'm assuming the damage would probably be doubled if I just had, like, minimal clothing on. I mean, we could just take off this armor and just see what it's like with just, like,
into headshots.
Pants and a shirt. Oh, yeah, headshots. Alright, let's do regular headshot real quick, no attachments. See how much damage that does. It probably will kill me instantly. I'm just wearing pants and a shirt. Yep, instant kill. That range. Let's try a headshot fully geared, because I know that at that point, if, you know, wearing pants and a shirt and the small amount of bullet resistance that gives me, and I still died from one regular shot in the head. Headshot me. Let's see what it's like with fully armored. Alright, 20% bleeding, 79% health. So, actually, not too bad, really. So it looks like you definitely need a metal face mask. Yeah, that took me down like not even 15 more health, or like 20 more health. That second shot. So it looks like the metal face mask is really good against the M249 if you're getting headshot. I think that's enough.
I'll try high velocity.
Oh yeah, try high velocity and see if it'll even kill me. I'm at 50% health. I'm still bleeding. Nope. Went from 50 to 31. So metal face mask, definitely a must if you're going up against this gun. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and use Captain Pantan as a mannequin or a target, whatever you want to call it. He's got God mode on, so he's not going to die. We're just going to test the spray and stuff. So right here is explosive, rounds, hollow sight, and no suppressor. So So the spray, you can see, is not actually too bad. Wouldn't burst it. I'm getting like a lot of headshots by doing so. Okay, now let's try with a suppressor, a holosight, and just regular ammo. Seems a bit harder for some reason with the regular ammo and suppressor. So yeah, it looks like the suppressor does decrease the accuracy a bit if you're trying to spray. So let's just try some regular shots. Pretty dead accurate at 35 meters. Let's try strafing a bit. Whoops, excuse me. Yeah, so if you have good control and reflexes and stuff, 35 meters, this thing will be deadly as hell for sure. The spray is pretty uncontrollable though, like no matter what. So it's probably the same situation as it is with every other gun, where you just don't spray and pray. You can burst fire, but you got to keep, control of it. So 35 meters, not bad. Let's try let's see, this is going to be HV ammo with a suppressor and no holosight. I do like it with the regular iron sights and a suppressor. It's pretty nice. It is really hard to strafe and spray though, so this gun is definitely not really a sprayer's option unless you're in that situation, maybe shooting at the helicopter or something, which we will test soon. Alright, do you want to move to 75 meters now?
Okay.
Let's go ahead and start with more HV ammo and a suppressor. Let's see if we can hit him while he's running out there. Alright, so yeah, it's still pretty damn accurate, especially with HV. Although, even when we're dead on, it tends to miss a little bit, even at this range. Strafing, definitely much harder, but it still works pretty good with HV and just a suppressor. So let's go ahead and try explosive and a holosight. That seems like less accurate for some reason. Yeah, it's strange. I'm like aiming pretty far up and hitting your foot with this holosight. Oh, there's a headshot finally. Yeah, much harder to strafe and shoot at 75 meter range with the holosight on it. So that's a good thing to remember. It looks like the iron sights are actually more accurate at further range. Yeah, the silencer and holosight is a bit tricky. Still works well. See, it's still a pretty accurate gun even at that range. I'm not spraying, so right on. Let's go ahead and move down to 120 meter range. What do you say? Oh, look at that reload. That's so beautiful. Okay, so we're going to see if a suppressor and holosight can even hit someone at that range. It's looking pretty small on my screen now. Okay. It's definitely much harder to land accurate shots from this distance. Can still do it, though, pretty efficiently. You definitely want a bolt, though, by this point. This distance, a bolt would be far superior. And that's still with suppressor on, so that's good to know that it can at least do, 120 meter shots with the suppressor. For some reason, this just plain holosight's not nearly as easy. At this range, especially. Let's just try suppressor with no holosight. Headshot. 2 headshots in a row. Wow. It's hard to fit you into the iron sights, though, at this point. Like, definitely much harder to do this while strafing. And I'm crouching this whole time, too, so when I'm standing up, it's going to be much more inaccurate. Yeah, so you see if I were to try and spray at him, it's like not even possible at this point at all. Definitely not. Okay, let's go ahead and move up to 140. So now we are at 140 meters range. And it's like really hard to even see him against the bushes there. But it looks like we're landing shots pretty good still. With this HV silencer. Or no, this is regular ammo, excuse me. This is regular 5.56 silencer and holosight. It's actually not a bad combination there. Okay. Let's try explosive with no silencer, holosight. That is really hard at this point. Looks like the explosive has extra kick. I'm not completely sure though if that's because of the suppressor not being on or if it's actually the explosive ammo that has extra kick now or something. So yeah, that's extremely difficult at this point. You can still hit him, but in a situation, you know, any common situation where you're trying not to get like sniped by someone with a bolt or something like that after you've shot twice and missed, not very viable. You can see him shooting back at me too, and he actually hit me. I don't know if he shot me with a bolt or what, but yeah. Yeah, so let's just see the suppressor with no holosight. Yeah, that's doable. It's definitely doable still, but extremely hard. But it seems more accurate still than the explosive with just a holosight on it, which is kind of peculiar if you ask me. And then this is just regular gun with incendiary. Yeah, so basically, you get the gist here. Let's go ahead and try 170 meters, and you should go up and stand on that, what you call it? Stand up on that ledge that I set you. Well, there's a ledge in front of the 170 meter sign, so you can just go ahead and stand on that. So you have to no clip up there or whatever. Once again, fully modded, regular ammo. And definitely kind of a crapshoot. You can do it if you get the perfect placement on the bullet, but even then, it doesn't always want to fly in the same manner, so it's not always possible to hit the person. But even at 170 meter range, a suppressed M249 hitting people, that's actually pretty good, if you ask me. Oh, that was a sick headshot, though. So once again, explosive ammo, and just holosight, and I'm strafing pretty good. Pretty much can't hit jack shit unless I'm lucky while I'm strafing like this. So you'd have to be like pretty much completely stationary. And even that being said, it's still extremely hard to land a shot. Like, I'm really trying to aim and hit you, and I'm just doing jack shit about it. So at that range, it starts to get pretty much unusable for the most part, at least with that setup. And you see how difficult this would be right now if I'm actually trying to hit him while he's running around, so yeah, pretty much the cutoff range, I'd say, is 170 meters. At that point, you really should just be using a bolt, maybe an AK. But basically, for most situations, you won't be running around with an M249 unless you're, like, defending your base or something from, like, a bunker position, which would be a really good use for it, or killing a helicopter. Alright, Captain Pantan is going to go ahead and fight one with the M249 himself while I am spectating here, so let's try and get some good angles. I see it flying in. Shooting me while I'm in the air, that's hilarious. Damn. You look like you're fucking it up from down there, too. It's funny how it's targeting me as well, because I'm such a bad target. Like, no clipping, frickin' God mode. Yeah, dude, you're already got it freaking smoking. Those were fail rockets, wow. That thing's gonna go down right now. Damn, dude, that was quick. That was literally like under 2 minutes. I mean, obviously it would be longer if you're actually playing without God mode and you're a normal player in a bunker and stuff, but still, that was a really quick takedown, even in terms of that. Anyways, that was sick. How much ammo? About 3 magazines? Yeah, that's what I was figuring. About 300 shots with explosive or whatever. Was that regular? That was just regular. Even with regular, it's really good. So, fuck yeah. Thanks a lot for helping me film this, man. I really appreciate it. Big shout outs to Soviet 10 times Gather server. You guys should definitely check it out. There's going to be a link in the description, like I said. And we'll try and do some admin events on it to help get some players going and get it populated, because it is brand new, so it's going to need a bit of TLC. But it looks very promising, and I've had, obviously, a great time doing this stuff on it. So look forward to doing more. You should definitely drop a comment and let me know what other things you'd like to see me cover in future update videos, and if I should continue doing updates or not. Peace out. Thanks a lot for watching.